Okay, how do we open this? Izzy, look at the camera. Look at the camera. Okay. Put your feet here. Okay, is he looking? Ooh. 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 All right. You might be asking, why is this cute, fluffy dog in the video? Well, I'm trying to make this video not boring. Just like how you should be really actively thinking about how to not make your year-end campaign boring. And I'm not trying to be rude, but people's attention spans, like this puppy, are incredibly short. And they're all over the place, especially when they're using social media and the internet. And we need to make our year-end campaigns not boring. They need to be exciting, right? Because everyone's campaigning. It's super noisy. And there's just a lot of lame campaigns out there using the same imagery we've used in previous years, very similar stories, you know, snowflakes and winter wonderland on their year-end appeals, and they're just boring. They're the same thing. So let's talk about how we mix it up, how we stand out, how we get this puppy's attention just like we want to get new donors' attention too, right? First up, the top tip I can recommend, if possible, to really make your campaign not boring is to have some video content and some video assets. Video is huge. It helps us tell the story quickly. It's incredibly effective when we're running Facebook ads. If you are able to get some video done about your year-end campaign and what those funds will do for your cause, that is big, and the conversion rates are higher. It's great. So think about video. Next, how to not make your year-end campaign boring. Tip number 2 is to use GIFs. GIFs in email are short, sweet. You've probably seen them, but most nonprofits don't use them. But when you see them, right, like create some animation in your email, it can be really, really powerful, and it can get people's attention in email when they're getting a lot of email during year-end giving. All right. Next tip, how to not make your year-end campaign boring, is just fresh, creative, and imagery. We gotta just throughout the whole campaign be using new images of beneficiaries, whatever it is, whatever the stories we're telling, mix up the creative and imagery. Don't just have one banner image throughout the entire campaign. And if you're using similar images that you've used the previous years, let's cut that. Let's mix it up this year. Next tip, how to not make your year-end campaign boring. Focus on the story. It all comes down to storytelling. Storytelling is crucial, and it really helps. Like, we got to humanize why it matters, why your cause stands out. You know, the data of your impact pulls on the mind, right? We always want to do that, but for year-end, we focus on the heart and we pull on heartstrings, especially for new donor acquisition. And your last but not least important tip to not make your year-end campaign boring, and probably the one I think is most important, is stewardship. Stewardship is absolute, some of the lowest hanging fruit of how you can separate your cause from other organizations. And so what do I mean by that? Like, when people donate on Giving Tuesday, say thank you with a video. Send them, a puppy. No, I'm just kidding. But express your gratitude in ways that you never have, and it really goes a long way. And if people are giving for the first time on Giving Tuesday, you'll see that they're more likely to give again this year end if you take your stewardship and don't just do a transactional email like every single other person. So whatever that is for you, your beneficiary saying thank you, you're saying thank you on social media, there's all sorts of ways. But I know this video is running along. I hope these tips, video content, GIFs, fresh creative imagery, storytelling, and taking your stewardship to the next level help you create a not boring year-end campaign, and one that stands out and hopefully is the most successful you've ever had. If you have any questions, hit us up and send us your dog pictures. Till next time.